Hi, my name is Evan James, and I'm going to be doing another tutorial today for Weaponizer, KROTOS' Weaponizer plugin. I'm using it today to do a little sound redesign for a Halo Infinite brute gun. I'll show you the video of what we're working with right here. So that's what I'm going to be redesigning today. I made a couple of pieces for it. First things first was to get kind of the rising sound effect of that gun. I used Tonstrum's Whoosh plugin with Reactor 6, and I made a couple of different randomized little sounds here using some of my own recordings that I imported into it, as well as some of their sample library. And it sounds like this. So those are all sort of the electric, fire, dark energy of the gun kind of in the background. And I also have this, which is more the pure rising action of each individual shot. And then for the actual shot itself, I recorded a couple things. This is actually the sound of me hitting a pan with a metal drum. This is the sound of a brick smashing on the ground that I edited with lots of compression. This is me punching a piece of insulation in the garage with some compression on it. Oh, excuse me. This one was also a wheelbarrow. This one is the insulation. And then this is also another different sized pan. It's kind of a tin foil pan, so it has sort of that metallic sound to it. And then last but not least, I have kind of a higher pitched tin sound. It was just another take that I took from this last sample as well, but I felt like it had a slightly different range to it. And I also have this one pitched down and compressed a little differently than this one. So this is more top end, this is more high mids. So I have all these together and I have imported them into Reaper, and next we will go there. Okay, so we're over here in Reaper, and I've pulled in those brute riser effects that I made over in Tonstrum's Whoosh with Reactor 6, and I have them lined up so they're peaking right with the initial shot of the weapon, and it looks and sounds like this. And it has sort of that electrical heat charging energy sound to it, but it's not too obtrusive, and I like it layered kind of in the background with the rest of the sounds. So next I'm going to pull up my Weaponizer plugin, and I have all of my individual different pan hits and insulation hits already pre-edited a little bit, and I have them pulled in as the onset. I have that the fourth whack, excuse me, as more of a body sound effect because it kind of acts like the gun clicking back into place after it's fired. For the thump, I used one of the low ends from one of those brute shot sound effects and had it be kind of a little kick that comes after the initial shot. And then for the tail, I made some sizzle effects that kind of go on for a little ways after the gunshot. And so altogether, it sounds like this. And that's pretty much it. The main thing that makes it work is that there's a little bit of variance as far as the speed and the levels on some of the effects. But the thing that makes it work really well, in my opinion, is that there's a saturator, a compressor, and a limiter that are all working on the onset and making that sound kind of condense and congeal together. So it sounds a little bit less like pans moving around and banging and a little bit more like an actual gunshot. It's not perfect, but I think it works pretty good. I have a gator on the body as well, and then some saturation on the thump and a limiter on the tail as well, just in case everything overlaps during the burst fire there. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed.